not a game, it's a rich thing.
Alright guys, I'm back with another video. Here I got the HG-402 budget crawler build that I did. This was the kit. There you go, it's focused. So I got it out here today. Just gonna test it out on this big hill that I test the Grando on. This truck right here has the 10-turn. This truck right here has the 10-turn Surpass Hobby crawler mode in here, so I don't know if it'll be able to tackle this hill, but we're gonna find out if we can tackle this big hill. I'm gonna show you here. This is the hill, and it doesn't look that hard, or that it doesn't look that steep on this camera from this spot right here, but as you know, as you go up, it gets a little steeper. So we're gonna try this HG-402 budget crawler and see if it can make it up this hill before dark falls on us. And as you can see, we don't have much daylight left, but we're gonna see what we can do. Got the lights going, and I'm gonna talk about all the upgrades I've done to this truck since the last time y'all seen it. All right, let's get at it. All right, HG-402 hill climb test. Here we go. Alright, so it looked like it didn't have an issue going up the hill on. So it looked like it didn't have an issue going up the hill on low gear. But we're gonna test the other side of the hill because it's a little bit steep. So we'll come up one more time. Then we're gonna go on the other side. Alright, we're gonna go over here to the other side here, where it's a whole lot steep on this side, and it's more grass. The brush is a little more thick over here, so we'll see how this goes. Had no problem on that side. Now we're gonna try. Now we're gonna try on this side over here. I also need to mention that it is kind of wet. The grass is a little damp from the rain last night, so I'm kind of impressed with this 10-turn motor on this HG-402. We're gonna try the other side here. Got a whole lot more grass. Put this here. See it a little bit better. Alright, let's try this again. Here we go. Hill climb. Uh-oh. Tumble wumble. Tumble wumble. Boom. Boom. Save it. Alright. Try it again. Got a little sideways on it. There we go. She tumbled, but she made it. Here we go again. For some reason, I think the doggone motor's cutting out. I don't know if it's overheating or got something in it or what, but there you go. Like I was losing a signal. All right, let's look at it here. No, it's not hot. I think it was just my signal. This grass is wet. I want to show y'all this. So you can't say I was just saying that. The grass is wet. But this it's real wet. So the HG-402 with the 10-turn Surpass hobby motor still was able to climb up the steep hill even in wet conditions. So that's not bad for a 10-turn motor. I'm gonna get back to the truck and I'll tell you all about all the upgrades I've done to this and to make this a better crawler. I'm not going down that steep part. I'm not gonna be able to do it. And it's wet. Oh. There we go. I done made it down. Can the crawler make it down? Alright, let's try to crawl over some stuff here. So the Grundo climbed up this stump here, and it didn't have an easy time climbing up, but it did climb it. So let's see if the HG can climb it. I think it's just gonna flip over here. I think because I got that metal roof rack on top of the truck, and I think that's what's hurting it once it gets vertical. That weight of that roof rack is making it wanna go ahead and flip on over. So I guess I would have to either add a little more. Oh, there you go. So I guess I would have to add some more weight if I want to do something like that, but that's not something I'll be doing on a regular, so I won't add any more weight. Alright guys, so I'm very impressed with this HG-402 Crawler. This is the kit that I built, and I threw in a 10-turn Surpass Hobby crawler motor, and I'm actually very impressed by it. It was able to climb that steep hill with that 10-turn motor with no problem, and with the grass being wet, and it still had traction and enough power to get up the hill. So, and these are the stock tires, the stock rims and everything. I haven't put the metal wheels on here yet, but I'm actually impressed with these stock wheels. So I did want to add a little weight, and I was gonna do that with the metal wheels, but I really didn't want to put too much stress on the axles right now, just to make sure that the axles are tough enough, because initially I thought these axles had plastic gears in them, but I did break it down and open it up, and it actually has metal gears in it. So with that being said, I may go ahead and throw the metal B-lock wheels on here, just to go over some of the things I added to this truck before I in this video. So I told you all about the bumper issue. I did modify the bumper, front bumper and the rear bumper. I cut the edges off, because it extended all the way out here to where the wheel could not get in contact with the obstacle I was trying to climb over. It would hit the bumper first. So I did that on both sides here, and I also did it on the rear. Cut it off on the edges here, so the rear tire can catch too. Yeah, okay, and I do have a trailer hook, so I can pull my trailer that I have. I did that. I added some little toolboxes back here in the bed of the truck. Got it down there snug. And I'm actually surprised, when I bought these, I didn't really know it until I got them, but you actually can store things in there. So I got some body pins in one, and I got some screws in another, so that was pretty neat. Also, I added this metal roof rack, which the only reason I got it was because of the lights. But now that I think of it, I should have went with a plastic roof rack, because this roof rack is, it puts a little weight right there at the top, so it's gonna make it top heavy. But I guess once I get those metal wheels, go ahead and put those metal B-lock wheels on here, I guess that will maybe counter this upper weight. I don't know. We'll see. So I did add that. I added the tail lights here, as you can see. I did add those. And again, I added the roof rack with the 4 lights on top. I added the spotlights here on the hood. And I added the headlights here, as you can see. So I did do all that. Let's go up under the let's get up under here and show you what all I've done. Show you what all I've done up under here, which is not much. And now I'm about to clean this out real good. I got it all wet and muddy, but that's good. It's a crawler. That's what a crawler do. That's what a crawler's for. So I did add some weights in the front. I added I got 3 here. These are 0.25, so these are 1/4 ounces. So I got 3 here, and I got 4 there. And so it actually does really good as far as keeping the front end down when I'm going up high. Well, at least initially it did before I added this roof rack here. So now I'm going to have to either counter this roof rack with either more weight here in the front, or again, like I said, the metal bead wheels, metal bead lock wheels. I did add, well, you won't be able to see it here, but I did add the brass. I got the brass. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, you can see it a little bit. So I do have the brass hexes in here. So I do have those. And I do have a metal steering servo here. One of the cheap ones. I'm gonna see if I can get it on camera here. There you go. I put one of the cheap ones in here. I didn't put nothing too expensive. Like I said, this is a cheap budget build here, so I did put that one in there. And then actually, be honest with you, it worked well. It worked great. It has a lot of torque to it. Yeah, it worked pretty good for it being a cheap steering servo, metal steering servo. It is the MG-995 Metal Gear servo, and it does well. And I put the metal servo arm there, so it does pretty good. Again, like I said, this is the HG-402 budget crawler build. I just wanted to bring it out. Let me tell you about the other issue I had, and I got it in another video that I will put it in here. But hey, if y'all get this truck, make sure y'all go behind the factory and tighten up the bolts, tighten up the screws, because that was the issue I had with this rear axle, and I thought it was stripped, and I went in and that's what it was. It's just the screws, man. They came out and the casing was coming open. So another issue I had was the screw that was in this front drive shaft snapped, and it's a real thin screw that goes into the part of the shaft that the coupling part of the shaft, and it snapped, and I thought the shaft was stripped because the front axle wasn't spinning. So I went in there and found that out, and I put a new screw in there. Now everything's working again. So now this crawler is actually becoming a very capable crawler now. Adding a few things here and there. I do have a metal drive shaft coming in for this, and like I said, I got the metal bead-lock wheels to put on here, and I did buy some new axles to go on here. They're supposed to be a little bit stronger, but I don't think I'm gonna put them on there just yet. I think I'm just gonna rock with these axles until something goes wrong with them, and yeah, that's what I'm gonna do with those. Also with this, I'm gonna see if y'all can show y'all here. With this Surpass Harbor 10-turn motor, I thought about changing it out for a stronger motor, but actually this motor doing pretty good. And it didn't get hot. It did not get hot going up the hills those few times, up and down the hills those few times. It did not get hot. So I'm gonna keep this motor in here. I like it. I mean, it gives it a nice amount of speed, and it gives us decent power to do some crawling. So we're gonna keep that. We're gonna keep this in here, and yeah, that's about the end of this video. I did go back to the stock shocks, because I did have the aftermarket shocks in here, but these stock shocks, they're friction shocks, but they give it a whole lot more articulation. to crawl. Those other shocks, they were kind of stiff. I even changed out the oil in them and everything, and they still was a little more stiffer than I wanted to. And maybe it was still some air in those shocks, and I didn't bleed all of it out. But I tried to bleed all the air out of the shocks, but maybe I didn't bleed all of them out. But it still was kind of hard, kind of stiff. So again, this is PJ with PJ's Electric RC. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We have more videos to come with this crawler and with other crawlers as well. I've been able to get my hands on a new crawler at a real good price, and it's a crawler that costs about $200+, and I was able to get it for $150. So I couldn't pass that offer up. I could not pass that deal up. So I got that crawler coming to the channel. And we're going to do some comparison with this crawler, that crawler, the Grundo. We're going to have some fun with these crawlers. We're going to see which crawler is the best. We're going to push them to their limits on so many levels. So, again, please subscribe. Look out for other videos. Y'all be safe out there, and I'll see y'all on the next one.